Good morning, children. In the last week's video, we had studied about the first function of the parliament, which is to select the national government, whereby we had gathered information about the crucial role played by the president and the members of the two houses of the parliament, namely the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, in the process or the function of the parliament to select the national government. Now, today, before moving further, discussing and understanding about the second function of the parliament, we will first learn in short about the eligibility criteria for becoming a member either of Lok Sabha or of Rajya Sabha. Children, in order to be a member of Lok Sabha, a person is required to be a citizen of India. The same applies for the membership of Rajya Sabha as well. Also, to become a member of Lok Sabha, a person should not be less than 25 years of age, and in case of Rajya Sabha, such a person should not be less than 30 years of age. In case of membership of both the Lok Sabha as well as that of Rajya Sabha, a person should not have acquired the citizenship of any other country or state. Now, in this video, we will start understanding about the second function of the parliament, which is to control, guide and inform the government. Children, the parliament is the highest forum for the purpose of conduction of discussions, deliberations and debates as between the members of the parliament and its ministers. Also, the parliament undertakes different steps to ensure that the executive is within its limits and is being very much responsible to the citizens. In this regard, the parliament comprises of a special provision. So, the parliament while in session has a special provision known as or referred to as the question hour. In the question hour, the members of the parliament have the authority or the discretion to pose or place questions before the ministers responsible for heading the different governmental departments. The main idea or reason behind the inclusion of this particular provision, whereby the members of the parliament have the authority to place questions before the ministers, is to elicit or extract the information regarding the functioning of the government. The opposition party also plays a very crucial role in this regard, whereby it entails the government about its shortcomings and drawbacks and also helps the government to get acquainted with the ideas and opinions of the public at large. Children, there are different ways in which the questions are placed before the ministers. The questions are generally written down and forwarded to the Secretary General of the House. The minister takes some time to get the desired information from the concerned department. The questions are usually of two types. The first ones are the starred questions, which require or are required to be answered orally. The second ones are the unstarred questions, which require the written answers. There are different ways in which the Parliament exercises control over the government. First such method or way is calling attention notice. Under this, the Parliament actually performs the role or the function of keeping a check over the governmental functioning by seeking or drawing the attention of the government on a particular issue or matter. Another such method is the adjournment motion, which can only be initiated in the Lok Sabha as it is comprised of the elected representatives of the people and not in the Rajya Sabha as it is not constituted out of the popular votes of the citizens. The purpose of adjournment motion is to draw the attention of the government on any matter of urgent public importance. On being approved by the majority, the adjournment motion usually ends up into the defeat of the House or the suspension of the normal functioning of the House. The last such method employed by the Parliament to supervise or control the government and its various functions is the no confidence motion, which can again be initiated only in the Lok Sabha or by the members of the Lok Sabha, whereby the Lok Sabha alleges or contends to have lost confidence in the Council of Ministers. On being approved by the majority in the House, the no confidence motion usually results into the resignation of the entire Council of Ministers. Contrary to this, failure on the part of the no confidence motion to gather or acquire the majority votes in the House, it actually results into the continuation of the very existence and the powers of the Council of Ministers. Apart from all this, the Parliament is also empowered to have a firm control over the financial matters pertaining or relating to the government. In this regard, it is empowered with different discretions and functions, whereby the Parliament has the authority or the discretion to grant resources to the government for the enforcement or implementation of its programs and schemes. Apart from this, no new tax can be initiated or introduced without the approval of the Parliament. The Parliament also comprises of a provision whereby it has the discretion to have a firm discussion over the budget and the annual financial statement. Children, a budget is the estimated sum of money or revenue which the government is going to incur or spend for its future proposals, programs, and schemes. In the similar manner, the annual financial statement comprises of all the expenditures, receipts, and revenues which the government had, is, or would be spending in the previous, present, or the upcoming year. That is why the Parliament is empowered to have discussions regarding the Union budget and the annual financial statement. The power of the Parliament to have a control and supervision over the governmental finances is done or is made in order to ensure that the government does not misspend or overspend. Now, children, in the end, let us now discuss about the third function of the Parliament, which is to make law. The Parliament is empowered to make laws for the entire country under the three lists in the 7th schedule to the Constitution, known as the Union list, the concurrent list, and the state list. So, lawmaking is one of the primary functions of the Parliament, whereby the Parliament has the authority to make laws for the entire country. Now, children, I am uploading another video for today itself in or regarding the last part of the chapter, which is about the people in the Parliament. Thank you.